Let's get it on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman.
A horseman?
A horseman goes by the name of Rick.
Not here.
Are you a horseman?
That could be. What can I do for you?
Friday night, you can.
Choked to death.
And the monkey brother. Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman goes by the name of Rick Flair.
Don't know.
Can I leave a message?
I can.
All right, write this down. Tell him it's Big Dust.
Okay.
The American Dream.
Okay.
Tell him to meet me Friday night. Starcade.
Meet you at the Starcade.
Yeah, Starcade, Friday night.
I don't know what you're wasting your time for.
Is this Baby Doll? Baby Doll, I know that was you Jezebel. Hello, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I've got plenty. How many you need?
4.
4 horsemen.
Yes, sir. This Big Dust calling on behalf of Crocker Promotions.
You don't really understand what you're saying, but...
Sorry, I got a little bit of a lip. What about Chris Benoit? Oh, he did. Sorry.
No, I don't really know what you're talking about.
Is this J.J. Dillon?
No.
Don't lie to me, J.J.
Well, it ain't J.J. You got the wrong person.
Don't mess with the American Dream, J.J. Open as big as silver dollar jack.
Oh my God, help me.
You and I, J.J. Leather strap match.
I have a little bit of a lisp.
Yeah, Dillon, you a dog.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are back for, I don't even know what we're back for, to tell you the truth, but we decided to go a little bit to the after show and
hold up the can, Ron. I don't mean to cut you off, but hold up the can. That looks cool as shit. Like it has all the stuff on it, right?
Yeah, so you talk about a can like this, and it's like, does somebody come in here with a van and just sell it out of it? Or is it actually a place? But actually it is. It's one of our breweries out here at Rivertown Brewing out of Cincinnati. I ended up buying this at a gas station. A gas station that actually, if you're around Cincinnati area, and Todd may have seen this, our gas stations sell beer. So we have a gas station in Mason, which is just north of Cincinnati, that actually has a whole craft beer section. That's crazy. So I stopped to get gas when I was going to Columbus when I bought more beer up there. But I went in there and I was like, okay, I'm going to need to go out with a case. So I got like 4 6-packs, and this is one of the ones I got. This is a chocolate banana stout called Silverback Snack from Rivertown Brewing Company, 5.56% ABV. They give you the starting gravity, the final gravity, the pH, the Plato, SR. And we talk about people not putting stuff on it. They put everything on this son of a bitch. IBU, the mash with the infusion, the degrees, the yeast, everything. It's like, you can't look at this can and say, you guys left something off here. I really need to know everything on here. The only thing, and even the date on the bottom. Yeah, so the date on the bottom was 2/11/17. So
Jesus.
I got this a while back and just going to try to start drinking this now. But yeah.
So, I can picture Rod going in. I want to fill up on 4 hot dogs and a beer.
Well, we go in. I mean, we're self-service. We go and get the gas. I saw this big Hop City craft sign. So I told the wife, I'm going to need a minute, just sit there, listen to the radio. I got to run inside. I go inside, and it's just like, it's almost like you hear the heart play when you open the door. And it's just like craft beer to the left, you craft to the right. So I started doing my little Michael Madsen dance from Reservoir Dogs. Start looking at the beers on the rack. Tell the guy, I'm gonna need a bigger box. You got any boxes around here? He said, oh yeah, up there. So I grabbed a box and just started left with 4 6-packs. Because I don't have enough.
7 cents?
I don't have enough beer in the cellar. No, these were all like $9.99 or $12.99 6-packs, but
Canadian funds sold like 7 cents.
So I like have 8 or 9 boxes of beer right now in the cellar and stuff, which is nowhere in comparison to Joe because I'm like a third of what Joe has.
Correct. That's me.
Rivertown's pretty good though.
This is to find people to come over to the house. You want to drink beer? Come on over. I got beer. I'll be the guy instead of candy in a van. I'll have beer in the van. You want a beer? Come on, get in the
van. Just dig through the boxes. You'll find something you like.
Yeah. So looking forward to trying this baby.
Yeah, I've had some pretty good stuff from Rivertown.
Yeah.
They always had Rivertown. They make the pineapple beer.
Yeah, there's a Rivertown, and then we have a River something else down here. There's Rivertown Barrel House, and this is actually Rivertown Brewing Company. This is the one that makes the pineapple beer.
Okay, so Paul hates them, but that's on Paul.
No, that's on Paul.
That's on Paul.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I'm not even trying to smell. It's coming right out of the glass already. Oh,
Smells like banana and chocolate, baby.
It's like an old chocolate banana. What was that little treat they used to have at Dairy Queen with the banana and the chocolate? Like little dilly or something like that.
Baby, dilly bar, baby. Yeah, dilly bars were where it's at.
There you
Ooh, that's smooth as shit. I might go into my Negan voice from Walking Dead. That is smooth.
That's smooth as shit, baby.
I'm hoping for God's sake that it is actually not as smooth as shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's good.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, you'll have to catch a review. I do a review on this one. Oh man, nice feel. You get the chocolate, you get the banana, you get the coffee. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Is
man.
that a,
Dark Horse, plead
is that
the
a six
fifth,
pack of those?
Imperial style, baby.
Ooh, Dark Horse.
Plead the fifth. I just went into a raffle for bourbon. I want to say it's the cream stout and the bourbon of the something Zilla. What is it? Tunezilla.
Yeah, that's Tunilla. Tunilla is what.
Vanilla.
Yeah,
Which
my
is-
one brewery I put in for a raffle for the KBS. I don't know why, but it's like, fuck, I guess I'll get it for 2018.
Don't get that. I can send it to you because I got a bunch of it.
Yo, so KBS, quick note, like it's everywhere here. I walked into my local Wegmans grocery store and they had like 4-packs of Bond 4-packs. I've never seen a year of KBS where it was so readily available. No, I'm not complaining in the least. It's awesome.
No, I'm not either.
But at the same time, like they made a lot of it. Like a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it. Like it's readily available.
It's good. It's way better than the 17, I think.
It
And
was
this
kind
weekend,
of
I'm gonna try
readily
to get-
available last year, too, though.
I'm gonna try to get the CBS done this weekend, Eric, that you sent too.
I thought that was disappointing, personally.
And for people watching Rod's channel, I have a CBS over here. This is the small 12-ounce bottle that is only available outside of America because everyone else got the 12-ounce bottles and we got the 750s because fuck off.
Yeah, Founders, next time, put it in 12-ounce bottles.
That's because Beer Patrol sits on the border because, Beer Patrol.
Fucking right. That's what I do. I troll the border. That all the good beers come in my
He
way.
walks behind Trump yelling at him.
Yeah, I don't care about your fucking wallet. Just make sure the 12-ounce fucking CBSs come my way.
Oh, that is freaking. I could drink off 6 of these tonight. I gotta be careful.
Sounds amazing.
Oh,
Seems as- Seems as though Rod would like to get shitty. He doesn't have multiple beers of that one to get shitty, but we should probably make that happen at some point. All the banana chocolate stouts to get
Look at
super
you with your
shitty.
second win now. Now you're like, energized.
All of a sudden,
Second wind.
all of a sudden, my blood alcohol just went a little bit down as I
like being a shark. You just gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving.
I nursed this Death by Coconut. I think Death by Coconut is what, 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. I've been nursing it for 2 hours. My buzz is gone. So it happens.
Surprised no one's in the comments.
Yeah. Well, there'll be somebody. There's 6 people watching, but like nobody's commenting. So that's on them, but possibly on us.
That's on them.
I tell you, if I could talk like a villain, Negan on The Walking Dead would be a good one to model after for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the one you would model after?
Negan on The Walking Dead. Did I just say that?
Oh, I didn't hear you say
I
that.
did. I literally did not hear what
Wait.
you said.
Who's drunk here and who's not?
Can you hear me?
No, we
Yeah.
can hear you, but like we didn't pay attention to what you said
Exactly.
right at the
That's more or less
beginning.
what it was, yes.
You were
I
like
said if I
blah
had to
blah
be-
blah for The Walking Dead. We
If
didn't
I had to be a villain,
Right, I was listening. I was listening.
if I had to be a
Compliment, it
villain,
doesn't count.
from The Walking Dead.
Gotcha. I got
But
you.
if you don't watch The Walking Dead, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't watch The Walking Dead, but I know who Negan is. Like I totally do. Mm-hmm.
Lucille.
I didn't
we're
see last
pretty,
week's
we're pretty
episode
energetic
yet.
tonight.
Was it good?
Last
We
week.
are.
Yeah, I didn't see last week's yet. Was it pretty good?
Oh, it was pretty good. It was, yeah. I don't want to spoil with you, but yeah. So
Yeah, no.
Negan's about to get some payback on some people.
Spoilers, Rod. Spoilers. I mean, I'm trying to not watch the show, but like I feel like other people might be.
I'm not gonna lie. I was happy about Carl.
Oh, all these people that said they were like upset. It's like 2 seasons ago, you were waiting for Carl to die. Now you're all
right.
It's like,
I've been waiting for him to die for like 5 years.
I mean, because we're
Carl.
we're very heavy with the Dusty Rhodes influence on our show here, courtesy of Rod.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Tuesday, April 10th, Andre the Giant documentary on HBO. It's supposed to be amazing. If you don't get HBO,
I saw the preview for that. Yeah.
If you don't get HBO, then whatever. You can download it at some point, somewhere, torrents, whatever. Who cares? Cody, Fire Stick, who knows? But it's supposed to be amazing. So I just want to point that out. I'm pumped.
Send me a reminder on that.
60 thing, not HBO.
What's that?
I thought that was supposed to.
No, it's HBO. They because Bill Simmons is doing basically he's like one of the producers on it, and he signed with HBO like a year ago. But it's going to be HBO, and I guess they have like a lot of interviews with like a lot of WWE guys, and they have tons of footage. It's supposed to be really good.
Andre,
Joe, send me a reminder on that if you don't mind.
Oh, baby, Todd, I'm on it, baby. All the reminders, baby. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
That was Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm on board. Like
doesn't he still hold the record?
That's Andre the Giant's theme song.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Andre the Giant theme song.
Doesn't he still hold the record for the most beers consumed in one like time period?
Yeah, so the best is the picture of him with the Molson Canadian can, like the regular Molson Canadian can, like 2/3 of his hand. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So amazing. So amazing. Andre the Giant beer. How much beer can Andre the Giant drink?
A lot.
I thought he said 53.
It's just something like he had drink like 120 in one evening, and like
something like that,
and still not get buzzed.
Yeah, well, no, like I think he had a bunch and then had wine. They had to carry him out, but he was still conscious. I'm like, huh? What? Like that's a lot of stuff to be drinking. I bet he like drank like bottles, just like it was whatever.
In his prime,
wine didn't matter. Like, oh, I had like 3 bottles of wine tonight. I'm like, what?
Is that just an old wives' tale that he did that, or is that actual?
No,
that he actually did that.
No, there's pictures of him doing it, right?
Oh yeah.
On an episode of WWE's Legend of Wrestling, fellow wrestler. They said wrestler. They didn't say wrestler. This is Thrillist. Former wrestler Mike Graham confirmed he witnessed Andre consume 156 beers in 16-ounce cans in one night.
Jesus, a pounder's can.
Holy shit.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that's incorrect or like that's a lie, but like, that seems like a lot of fucking beers to drink.
It does.
I don't care if you weigh 500 pounds and are fucking 7 feet tall. Like, that's.
Well, let's break down the beers, right? 156 beers. Andre the Giant's 156 beer total at 16 ounces apiece will equal out to 2,496 fluid ounces, the equivalent of 5 30 racks and 1 6-pack, or 1 keg, 1 30 rack, and 2 cans of beer. That's 19.5 gallons of beer if you prefer your own brews in U.S. customary units, which we probably do. This guy could play Edward 40 hands with 40 bottles and then some. That's close to a full roll of duct tape.
Well, that's
32 bottles of wine using the basic conversion we all learned in middle school. Dare 1 beer equals 1 average glass of wine, 5 ounces. 156 glasses of wine would turn out approximately 780 ounces, or approximately 32 standard bottles of vino. Even for Gerard Depardieu, this is, I don't know, some French word. Anyway,
it just seems like a bit much.
Or 40 bottles of champagne.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Or 10 bottles of whiskey.
Like
four
candles, dude.
Even if he had a great tolerance and he's as big as he is, that sounds like a lot still.
Yeah, forget's what 7'2", 500 pounds. Probably not so much.
Yeah, maybe not. I just that'd be amazing to watch.
That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie.
In his prime, Andre
my liver would shut down.
He clocked in at a stone cold 7'4" at 550 pounds. By the time he was 12, he was already 6'3" and 240. The Giant was not one of those ironic nicknames as the eighth wonder of the world, quite literally suffered from gigantism and which caused tremendous size.
Pretty sure the Big Show, the current WWE guy, I think he's close to retiring. He suffered the same thing, but he actually had surgery to fix it, and Andre never did. Hence why.
That amount of beer he drank would also equal out to 1,476 mini bottles of liquor. Those little things in the mini bottle.
Wow.
One of my friends met the Giant, and he said that guy is one of the coolest people he's real relaxed around people, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever get to meet.
Princess Bride, he was solid in that role.
You're talking about like the current, like Paul White, the Giant,
Paul White,
Show. Yeah, no, he seems like a cool down to earth guy. Like I said, he had the same thing Andre did, but I think he got it corrected in his early 20s, and Andre never did the pituitary gland or whatever was causing him to grow as quick as he did, and he never got it under control. Hence why he passed away, which is a shame because if he would have had the surgery down, or I don't even know if it was possible back then, he'd still be alive.
Didn't he pass away like at 45 or 47 or something like that? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm depressed.
Rest in peace.
No, I'm depressed.
Or as The Rock would say, it's the big flow.
I just had to throw that in there. Talk about the Big Show, you know.
Oh, what's the big flow? Yeah, Phobie had 13 says, "Hey guys, I'm having a turtle murder from Buffalo Bayou Brewing. Turtle murder. What kind of beer is that?
What is that?
I mean,
stout. That's got to be a stout.
Yeah, I advocate not murdering turtles, but if the beer is good, I'm on board.
Well, people like turtle soup.
That's true. Paul says pituitary gland chaos. Yes, that's correct. That's what basically caused Andre the Giant to pass away, and with so many of these guys. I mean, I want to say there's basketball players that have had the pituitary gland issue as well.
Manute Bull, I believe.
Maybe Murasan.
You like to reverse him? He was skinny as hell, though.
I think it's height, not as big as you get like weight. It's just height. The pituitary gland, daddy.
It's height. It's not girth. It's height.
Correct.
Oh, I guess Andre the Giant at one point did some beer stuff too for that Molson. You said Molson Canadian, didn't you? They got like little ads.
Yeah, the Molson Canadian. He had it in his hand, and it looks like 2/3 of the size of his hand. It's kind of crazy.
Like Giant and all of us.
It's like, it's a 12-ounce can. Really? Like it doesn't look. It looks like it's about a 5-ounce can.
Well, something like this one. Somebody's saying it's like an urban legend. He drank that many beers, but
I mean, I feel like gun to head, I would say that seems a bit much. Just in all honesty, seems like a lot. When you're talking about 156 beers in a single night, even if they're 5% beers, and he's 7'4", 520 or whatever, like
that's a hell of a lot of beer.
Literally, that is like 5 cases of beer, like 6 cases of beers. I
thought, wasn't there like a video or something of him doing that or something? No,
I hope so.
How much beer? How much beer do you think this guy probably drank?
Jesus.
We just smashed them together.
Baby, quite a bit, baby.
About 8 ounces of it came out spewing out.
Austin 316 says, "I just finished a keg."
And he's still behind Andre. He's
right.
Still behind Andre.
Yeah. Good old Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, Ric Flair, man, that was another one that could apparently.
I got to catch that whole 30 for 30. He's only caught a part of it.
It's really good. I felt sorry.
Oh, man.
It's good, yeah.
It's really good.
It is.
I felt sorry for the guy.
Baby, he lived the great life there, Daddy Eric. He lived a great life, baby. Don't feel.
I know he did, but man, some of the stories they told, I'm like, dude, that's kind of sad.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
That is good from Foamy Head.
Especially where Jim Ross was telling him where he bought the kamikazes for everybody, like 130 kamikazes. And he was like, "What are you doing, man?"
And he did it on a nightly basis.
Foamy, baby, Ric Flair lived a lived the lifestyle, baby, that Ric Flair lived, and now he's paying for it.
He's styling and profiling.
Styling and profiling, and now he's doing whatever Ric Flair does in his old age, which is probably retiring. I don't know. Like, it's just funny. It's weird to see Ric Flair now because like you know him as that character him nowadays, and you're like, he's just like a regular old dude. He's like 16 or whatever. And he's just
he's close to 70, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just hanging out, enjoying life.
He's actually beating the odds because most wrestlers die by 45 on average.
Yep. Foamy Head says the beer he was drinking that was called Turtle Murder. It's a Scotch ale / wee heavy with pecan or pecan, depending on where you live, and peanut butter. That's pretty good. Pecan and peanut butter. I'd totally be on board.
I just said that.
Where's that from, Foamy Head? Where's that brewery located?
Buffalo Bayou Brewing.
Or Rod, did you send me that one, that wee honey ale, or
that was from our Quaff Brewing here. Yeah,
that was really good.
I still have that. Really good. Was it good? You guys liked it?
That was good.
You got one too, no? You didn't try it yet?
Yo, I totally do have one. Yeah. I do.
But they're they're in Houston, Texas.
Oh,
Buffalo
that was really good. Really good.
Scotch wee heavy with pecan and peanut butter. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me.
Sign me up.
So what's everyone got plans for the weekend?
Sobering up.
I actually got to finish my taxes, get that stuff all done. And then,
really?
And then drink beer. Yeah.
I got my taxes done. I just got to put them in the mail and get them sent.
Waiting the last minutes. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm going over on Sunday to my cousin's house to watch WrestleMania. And his significant other likes craft beer. He's not a huge fan. He drinks like Labatt Blue. So I actually have like a 6-pack, 8 of beers I'm going to drink or bring over and have her try and whatnot. And we, like I said, we have that blind taste testing of Miller Lite, Coors Light, Bud Light, and Labatt Blue Light. So I'm going to try to prove a point to my cousin, like, you like Labatt Blue, but we'll see what you like in the blind taste test. And then whatever wins, he has to buy that going forward. I don't think he's going to.
Joe, you have to at least videotape that. Whether you put it on YouTube or not, you got
you and your buddy.
You got to at least share it with us anyway.
For pain.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty funny because he's one of those guys. Look, I'm not gonna say like Eric drinks Miller Lite and he loves Miller Lite and you drink a lot of it.
Yeah,
but I don't think you could say with certainty that if I put Bud Light, Coors Light, Labatt Blue Light, and other light beers in front of you and did blind taste tests, if you could 100% pick out.
Oh, I know I couldn't.
I think I could.
You stop lying, Rod. Rod, just stop lying to us. Stop it.
I could.
I think I could too.
I see your bet, and I take you.
I'd give it my best shot. I would give it my best shot, but I don't think I could do it.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to leave because I don't believe liars. No, I don't know. Like, I don't drink light beer, so I'm like, I'll be a part of this. Like, I would love to. Like, I don't
Eric
beers enough to try.
Could. Eric definitely could. Eric definitely could.
You think Eric could?
You think I could, Todd?
Yeah, I think he could.
So I did
there's definitely a difference in Miller Lite and Bud Light for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Bud Light to me is just too bland, way too bland. But that's why it's so popular, because there's not a whole lot there.
So a couple of years ago, I did a blind taste test with the same cousin and a couple younger cousins that I have. We did a soda pop. We did Pepsi, Coke, Royal Crown, and then your local generic, fucking grocery store cola, right?
Yeah.
The only one everyone got right, because it was the easiest one to pick out, was Coca-Cola. It was significantly different than Pepsi, Royal Crown, and the.
I like RC Cola.
The thing is no one could tell the difference between Pepsi, RC.
Really?
And literally no one could, because I
can see Pepsi and RC being hard.
Coca-Cola had such a distinct flavor. As soon as I drank, I was like, if this isn't Coke, like, I'm just gonna jump outside and get punched in the head like 7 times. It was totally Coke, because everyone got it right. Because it's
got more of a bite or sweetness.
Yeah, there's a sweetness, there's a bite. It doesn't seem as carbonated as the rest. It's just like, it was so distinct. It was like, this is not like any other cola. Everyone else failed the other ones. They were like, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? This Pepsi is this Royal Crown? I don't fucking know.
Because you tell the difference between a glass of McDonald's Coke.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could, because McDonald's Coke is the best fucking
If you
Coke.
weren't in McDonald's and someone gave them to you blind, I wonder if you could tell a difference. Now we know one's
McDonald's Coke. I'm convinced McDonald's Coke has crack in it or something.
It does. It is so significantly better than everything that ever. Like if you go to Coke, like I feel like I should just like assault someone who goes to McDonald's and doesn't buy a Coke if they're going to get a drink. You should buy Coke. Like it's so much better than the rest. Chris is here now. Chris is here.
Welcome, Chris.
Hi, I was just in chat and I felt kind of weird that I didn't have my shirt off and they're telling me to take my shirt off. I was like, no, I'm leaving.
You're welcome to keep your shirt on.
Joe wants you to take your shirt off.
No, please
But
don't.
now that you're here, go ahead if you want to.
No.
Chris, you want to leave it on for duration.
So good show today, Rod. And,
thank you, sir.
Panel, you guys did good with the Oscar Blues. I've only had 2 Oscar Blues beers. So that was the 1050 and the barrel aged.
1050, baby.
50, yeah. And actually, on my channel, I think I did a review on it.
What would be your channel?
Oh, that would be on the 10th, formerly in the basement. But
What do you do in your channel?
Well, yeah, what do you?
not much recently.
Games.
I came.
He drives around and promotes the beer patrol.
I game a little, and I do some gaming, like I just said 50 times. I also do a weekly vlog about various shit in my life, and I also like to plug the Beer Analysis 101 stuff and you guys too when I can. And I do my own opinion videos, and which I haven't done in a while, but yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. It's on me. And I have a new segment that I'm going to be starting soon, which will be pretty much on the same kind of idea of what Joel McHale does on his Joel McHale show, where he stands in front of a green screen and he talks about various TV programs and shit like that, and he makes fun of it and has laugh track or live studio audience or whatever. I'm going to do that with beer tubers. And I'm going to text them your videos. I'm going to say, this person said this, and I'll say something, and I'll play the clip, and then it'll just be fun.
Just so happens that I shut down my channel.
See, that was my old idea. Eric's like, do it on my channel.
I don't care. You can do it on mine. I don't give a crap.
So we'll see how that goes. I have to. I was using a program called Video Downloader, and now all of a sudden you can't fucking, and you got to pay for it now. So it's like, oh, so I got to grab a different YouTube ripper.
What was that? Oh yeah, okay, the ripped YouTube videos. Gotcha.
There's other ways of doing it, and there's other programs. So I'm just gonna do the little research and do something like that. I mean, I've got my green screen, and for some fucking reason, I can't figure out how to fucking make the thing compressed down to its small circle that it came in the bag, because it's such a pain in the ass. And I swear to God, once I do it, and I'm gonna fucking figure it out, and then I'm doing my own video on how to do it, so I can show everyone else how to do it properly.
What does your shirt say? I'm sorry for what?
I'm sorry for what I said while gaming. That's all.
According
my sleep shirt. I'm gonna be fucking going to bed in this shirt.
How far are you into Far Cry now?
I'm still on the.
No spoilers.
No, basically, I'm about a third of the way through.
Looks like a lot of fun, though.
You know what? It is so. It's very, very hard to put that game down once you start playing it. It's like, for example, I was just going off to do a mission, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go cut through this forest, and all of a sudden I start hunting animals, and all of a sudden, oh, there's a lake. I'm gonna get my fishing rod out, and I went fishing for about 45 minutes yesterday. I
haven't got to the fishing rod part yet.
Yeah, now Rod's all about the fishing rod.
I'm all about shooting first and asking.
Oh, I see what you did there. You know what? When you're playing the game and you're fishing in the game, and it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna crack a beer.
It told me you're not supposed to shoot the people you're saving or something. That said,
yeah, you don't want to kill anyone.
He's not supposed to get in the way either. I mean,
oh no, that happens more than you know. I mean, I'm trying to take out a roadblock or a hostage situation, and it's like, just as I'm about to shoot them, I pull the trigger, and all of a sudden their head got in the way. It's like, oh, don't.
I'm going like Putin. I mean, everybody's going to go. If you're here, sorry, you're in a bad day.
Yeah, did you just say all of a sudden his head got in the way? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, the hostage's head gets in the way, and then, well, you end up killing the bad guy, but then there's no point because you didn't really save anyone. But it's fucking visually fantastic. It's one of the one of the better 4K games that I'm playing on Xbox, and it's like it's so detailed. Even when you're like crouched down in tall grass and you're walking slowly, the grass starts falling as you're going through it, and if you back up, it goes back up. It's really neat how everything's done. And I really enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's good graphics on the PS4.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What Redbeard's playing it on is on PC at 4K at 60 frames, I believe. On the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One, it's maximum at 30 frames at 4K.
Yeah.
But there's an update coming, which I think will allow the PS4 and the Xbox to do 60 frames, but there will be a toggle switch, so you can switch it off.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
Well, I finally got my first win at Fortnite, so I was happy about that.
Did you get a win?
Yay!
Good job. That was the worst ice cube I ever did.
You were like, yay, so happy.
Chris Tucker doing ice cube.
I was so frustrated to get that damn win on there. I finally got one. It's like, finally.
Did you end up building anything before you won, or did you just run and gun?
No, I was going around building stuff. I turned a different strategy with it, like kind of hanging out on the outskirt of the circle as it shrinks down.
Yeah,
and then taking out people as they come across because they're so busy trying to get into the circle.
Yeah.
And then come across the last couple of guys, and I had to build up a fortress over top of a house, and then pretty much took out the guys.
That's crazy.
But
I hate it when the circle
give like 2 new umbrellas and some other points for stuff. So
still
it's
the
a
same
fun
app,
game,
though?
though. It's just addicting.
Yeah, it's still the same map though, just rotating around like.
Yeah, I hope they update and give some different maps at some point.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So Rod, were you disappointed when you won and that was it? Nothing really happened.
I was wondering what you would get when you won, but I mean, like I said, it gave you like a couple of different things and some other points to use for stuff, I guess. But I think as you win more, then you get more things. So
I'm still fourth is my best. I can't, and I think I got lucky with fourth because I was like, I only had 1 kill, and I was like, how am I in fourth? And I died. I was like, hey.
Well, it's just a matter of survival.
I was like, I finished 8th and had 1 kill.
I watched one guy that was trying to win it without having to kill anybody or do something. Well, you have to kill somebody at some point because you have to do it at the end.
Won just by killing 1 guy right at the very end. That's probably that one. But Joe, so you want to get Far Cry 5? That's awesome. Joe?
Is Joe pass out? Joe?
Yes.
Oh, I thought for sure he was passing up there on camera.
Yo, I'm not passing. Listen, I've passed that point.
Passed out with his eyes open.
Joe did a lance.
Yeah, I
still shot him in this picture.
Yeah, hold it.
Hold on, guys. I was actually watching Chad, aka the albino rhino chat over here, and I was thoroughly disgusted at the fact that multiple people had their shirts off, one of which included Redbeard, and the other of which included Drunken One. I wanted to vomit. I probably should turn off my camera to do so, but I never want to see anything like that again.
And Greg, of course, is topless.
Yeah, he's topless.
I joined in there, and I'm like, "Hello, everyone!" And then all of a sudden, Greg's yelling at me to take my shirt off, and then I get the invite from Rod. I'm like, "All right, I'm leaving, guys. See you later." I'm making my rounds, and then I'm going to bed. I'll have to work on Friday mornings.
Yeah, it's good times. Yeah. Greg's trolling
What kind of shirts to come off in the game of basketball? Shirts and skins.
Listen, I know this is on. Listen, I know this is on Rod's channel and stuff like that, but I wanted to congratulate Joe on his channel debut.
Yeah.
You did good. You got over 300 views over those 3 videos. I don't know how you did it. You're shit anyway, but you know, congratulations.
There was a YouTube Emmy. Joe be on his way.
Yeah, up and comer. Yeah. So anyway, good job, Joe. It looks good. We gave you some pointers, and I'm glad you took down the goddamn Sabres banner behind you.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose, though. It fell down, Chris. So that's what happened.
Yeah, but let me tell you what, though. If you had it up there right now, and you're wearing that ugly sweater right now,
I'd blend in.
You would just be.
You mean this one with like the Sabres logo, and they're totally better than Detroit.
Is that the Stanley Cup badge there?
I don't know if it is, but we're totally gonna get a top 4 draft pick while you guys wallow in your whatever 8th.
Yeah, we got like 8 first-round picks this year coming up.
They're all shitty. Yeah, they're all gonna be shitty.
We're fighting.
My team's garbage. Whatever.
You want to do the chat there, Joe?
Oh, is there a chat to be done? Okay, so holy shit. So Foamy Head confirmed that the Bayou Brewing is in Houston, Texas. Then we move on to Greg, aka the Beer Patrol #1 superfan. Two things I want to point out to Greg if he's still watching. Number one, you do a poor impersonation of my voice. I appreciate the effort. You suck at it. Number two, he says, I suggest you all get topless. More views.
Not happening, son.
More ad revenue. More poon. And then he says, Chris, take your shirt off too. And then he says, coming soon, hot Chris reviews, hot beer in the hot tub. That might be the worst thing anyone has ever said. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to need you to stop talking, Greg.
Chris.
Jakey Jake says, how do I get in on this? I want to chat it up. I don't like beer, though. And he's apparently Jewish. Says this dude has cool shit in his room. Not sure who he's referring to. Says, what the hell is this? Does anyone here interact with the chat? I'm becoming a nihilist. And I refuse to. He says, I'm joining. The guy in the blue looks like the fat director from Jay and Silent Bob. which I feel is a compliment. Even though Kevin Smith just totally had a heart attack, like a massive heart attack. I still appreciate the compliment, Jakey Jake. Appreciate it.
And then he says, finally.
He says, LOL, finally. Yeah, I mean, we don't really ignore the chat too much, but when we started here, there was like 3 or 4 viewers and no chat. So he says he'd super chat, but he can't.
Yeah, we don't have to, because YouTube cut it back. I could have done it at one point, but I would have lost it anyway because I don't have enough subscribers.
Okay, good times. I appreciate you, Jakey Jake. At least show. Do you honestly not drink beer, Jakey Jake? Because that would be kind of Jakey. Like I'm calling him Jakey, but it's totally Jakey. It's like I don't know. Instinct.
Do you drink anything else? Or do you
the guy in the blue looks like the fat director from Jay and Silent Bob.
We already heard it once, Eric.
If I had a wig right now, it would be totally Jay. And you could Silent Bob. I swear to God, it would be fucking awesome. I'd be like, Snoochie Boochies.
He says, I like this response. He goes, I like beer. Who garden? And that skinny fancy one.
Skinny fancy one.
What is the skinny fancy one? I'm curious.
What is the skinny fancy one?
It's certainly not me because we have determined that I'm the fan director.
I think he's talking about beer. I think he's talking about beer bottles. The fancy skinny beer bottle. Now it could be anyone. I'm going to say Stella Artois on this one.
Stella Artois. Stella Artois.
Stella Artois.
It's kind of a fancy bottle. That's true.
And it's a skinny one.
Yo, and they totally recalled it because there's glass that's going to cut your throat.
Does it make ultra skinny?
They seriously recalled like certain bottles because there's all kinds of crazy.
Maybe you could be talking about Corona.
He says, but I want to lose some tummy pad, so I drink cheap wine. I'm a college student. Well, Jake, if you're a college student, that is all totally acceptable.
By cheap wine.
Arbor Mist. It's Arbor Mist.
Arbor Mist. Yeah. He says no. He says no. It's not that. I'll get the bottle 1 second.
I was gonna say, if he's drinking cheap wine, are we talking Boone's Farm, Mad Dog? What are we talking?
Arbor Mist. I was saying Arbor Mist.
Mist is where Eric's at. It's like, do you want to pay $2.0750? Then you're Rod.
MD 2020.
Little bottles.
Maybe Rod. Maybe you can.
Oh, Leffe. Okay,
is Leffe blonde?
Listen, Rob, you should talk to Jakey about different types of wine since you're a wine connoisseur on your channel.
I just want to point out,
try these ones.
Chris, good point.
Jakey, I just want to point out that Rajay here, even though his channel is totally 100% called Rajay BeerVentures, he is also in the top 50 when it comes to wine tubing. I think it's 34 to be exact. He is a huge wine tuber.
31, but he's not counting.
31,
31. He's jumped up to 31 now.
Billy was 34. He does wine.
That's too funny.
But here's the thing: on a scale of 1 to how many how many wine reviews he's done?
Are we counting barley wine?
we're counting non-barley wines. We're counting like actual wine with like grapes. Totally zero. Like he's not
that wine barrel beer.
Double nil.
Yeah, that's not an acceptable answer, Rod. Sorry. No acceptable. He says he likes Leffe and Hoegaarden. He says the other blonde beer with the monk on it.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about I got it on my thing here.
He says I actually have a fast metabolism. Says I actually have a fat metabolism, unlike some Hollywood directors. This guy, and he says, but after a breakup, I gained some quote skinny fat for the first time ever. So I'm toning down on the beer.
He's talking about this one. He likes.
Oh, he likes the Franzengana. The Hefebeer. No, it's the Weissbier.
I like this, Jake. He's liking a lot of the Belgian ales. I like that. It's a good call of beer.
So, Jake, you are a Belgian style, specifically Hefeweizens for the most part, it seems, or
where's Jakey from?
Or wit beers. I mean, Hoegaarden's a Belgian style wit.
That's a wit beer for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a beer drinker. How did he stumble across this channel?
Yeah,
he didn't say he wasn't a beer drinker.
You got a good taste there, Jake, on beers.
He says my friend gave me a bottle of that with the pop cork thing. Was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have cork bottles with that one with the monk.
I just can't believe someone complimented me and said I look like Kevin Smith. I'm on board, boys.
Wait a minute. Somebody said
it might have been an insult, but I'm taking it as a compliment, boys.
If you scroll up in the chat, somebody I think it was Joe that said he didn't say he didn't like beer. And if you look up the thing, I don't like beer though, from Jakey. So
okay. Well, I mean, he's just he was fucking around. He's just fucking around.
Everybody likes beer if they're in college.
He says, "Wait."
I think he was trying to get everybody to read the comments because nobody was seeing in the comments. So
yeah, he says, "Wait." So if people ask, I say I like quote pale and quote blonde. Can someone fill me in on my palate? I missed that.
Well, his palate would be more towards Belgian ales. So he likes wit beer and he likes Belgian ales.
Or if you like the one that you point out, the Hefeweizen, which is Hefeweizens are similar to wit beers in a lot of different. A lot of different regards. I mean, they're very similar.
You like some Miller Lite.
Don't screw with them, Eric.
They're going to scale 1 to Miller Lite. You're the one. All right. I don't know about anyone else.
Wit beers, yeah. Where are you at in the Midwest, Jake?
Yeah. He says, also, I'm from Maryland, just out of D.C. Now I live in the Midwest. It sucks. Wit beers, Belgian, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you currently located at the college? You don't have to tell us the college. You may tell us this specifically the city, but maybe like the state or the general vicinity. Yay!
Because if he's like if he's in Michigan, he can try like the Bell's Winter when it comes out too.
I'm sorry.
Bell's,
Robert.
Founders, hell, any Atwater, Shorts.
He's Ohio. All right.
Oh, we're in Ohio, JJ.
I'm down around the Cincinnati area. The Natty.
I'm not in Ohio, but it's Ohio. Jamie from Basement Beer.
Dave.
Jamie from Basement Beer says,
"Is his shirt off too? His shirt must be off in the other chat."
He says he goes to the school that is not fond of Michigan. Would that be the Ohio State University?
Oh, you got some good breweries up there. I know where you're at, dog.
Now, 2 things, Jakey. Eric might want to fight you at some point. I don't know how that would go down.
I'm not going to fight anybody.
You're going to fight someone, Eric. Don't lie to us.
Fight to the death.
He hit me with a chair, baby dog. Chair.
A chair, baby dog. I'm looking for some horsemen. How many? About 4.
Jakey, let's get in the WWE ring and let's duke it out.
duke it out. Jamie, how is your session going with the albino Rhino, who is directly competing with us? Fuck you, Rhino. I love you.
He's not. He's offline now, I think.
Oh, is he? Ah, that's shit. I like the competition.
You're going to find some good stuff in the brewery district where you're at, too, by the way.
Jakey. A little bit of politics rolling. Here he goes. I hate weather. I like the gun laws. Good times. He says, father was military officer, so growing up in Maryland counts.
Maryland's got good crabs, though. Get around the Annapolis area.
Yeah.
Navy base.
Eric joins in with weather does suck.
We're supposed to get snow this Saturday. We were 70 yesterday.
I know.
So I was going to the sheriff today, and randomly here when I was leaving,
he's still alive. Okay, no.
fucking straight up blizzard has just out of nowhere, just like huge flakes, white out. I'm like, what is this? Is this April? Oh, it is. Okay, why is there snow? And why is there lots of snow?
Why are you screwing with me?
I'm like, come on, I'm trying to get my drink on, son.
Oh,
It's
that's right. You could have crabs. I forgot about that.
You know,
because wind chill is so bad. Jewish, no crabs.
Yeah, I forgot he couldn't have crabs because not kosher.
and you know how Ewart is running around with other people's faces for his avatar and stuff like that.
Yo, here's the thing about Ewart. No one fucking cares about him. All right, we're done.
You want to see mine? Want to see my avatar?
No, I don't. We're good.
Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's Ewart.
That's
That's
awesome. All right.
That is good, Chris. I touche against there. He says Navy pilot dad, Orthodox Jewish mom, ridiculous times.
Hey, Earth, what's going on, man?
He says I think it brain damaged me.
Earth, where were you earlier?
Something about his parents.
He says I want all the snow. Send it my way.
If I only
Okay, you
could.
can have it.
Earth, give it time. Give it time. California will see snow and a lot of it at some point in the near future.
All right, guys, I'm out. I got to go to work in the morning.
All right, Eric, enjoy your Miller Lite. Good stuff, boy.
Yeah, I'll chase it with a dark horse. All right.
That's
Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Yep. Take it easy, guys. See you.
Yeah. What's up, Whiskey?
Jeez.
Whiskey Throttle in the house.
Whiskey Throttle says, and Rod J. BeerVentures, baby, what up?
Oh, Earth said he was lurking earlier.
Oh.
Were you like orbited? Because you're Earth.
Yeah, you are everywhere. Like you're omnipresent, but I didn't see her.
He did watch your the Oscar Blues thing. He did comment right at the very end.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was watching.
Sorry, Earth, we probably missed it because
He did.
we're assholes, but it's all right. Jake says, after Ohio State, I'm going to try and live in Florida. I can't stand it.
Good weather in Florida for the most part, unless you get hurricanes.
Yeah.
I got a couple friends down there.
Jamie Basement Beer says, on the 10th, needs a can shelf so we can see all the beers he drinks that we can't get. Fuck you, Jamie, but pretentious. All of this. Or just a shelf full of IPA number 5. That would be
Of course,
great.
you fucking had to put that in there, didn't you?
This looks like IPA number 5, and this looks like IPA number 5, and these look like IPA number 5. That would be fantastic. Just get a bunch of IPA
You
number
know,
5s.
if I would have thought of that, or if somebody would have told me that when it first came out, I would have had a wall at least as many as you've had behind you right now, Joe, of just IPA.
I talked to a couple people today at the bottle share I went to, and all of them loved IPA number 5. It's fantastic.
And I got new cans at March 26th release, so it's like they just keep going.
I'm going to put in a ban on IPA number 5 being mentioned on my show.
They came out with a fresh batch. I don't know if it'll make it here, but maybe someday you'll get the chance to try it and find out what the hype's all about. Earth says I was fighting against my own gravitational pull.
Careful anybody that brings up IPA number 5.
That's on Chris most of the time. Earth says I was fighting against my own gravitational pull. That seems to be an issue. Jakey says in Ohio we have tornado warnings a lot. Not used to it. I would ask my neighbors, so I'm not supposed to do something. And then Whiskey Throttle says at Rod J, I met Andre in Montreal.
Trying to think of Andre
Andre the Giant, maybe he means?
The Giant?
maybe
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Giant?
Whiskey Throttle? You mean Andre the Giant? Because if so, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I don't think there's many people nowadays that can say they met Andre. Says he's been dead for like 25 years.
I was at the airport one time with Superfly Snooker.
Jimmy!
I met Nick Foley and Undertaker.
The
He was getting all
my work.
weird thing about Jimmy Superfly Snook is he totally killed a woman. And then he hit it.
This is pre-killing.
Well, this was like, he killed the woman.
I mean,
like
it's like you forget about like OJ. If you got OJ as a kid, no. I mean,
well,
it's
no.
still-
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing, Rod. He killed the woman in like 82 or 83 or something like that, and then he hit it for like
It would've
30
been-
plus years, and then he went on trial the last couple of years, and then he died.
Yeah, but Barbara Bush ran over somebody at 15, but she could still be first lady with George Bush. So
Jesus Christ!
you gotta let it go at some point. You gotta let it go.
Jake
You get
Jakey, Jake Jakey is getting deep into it. He says, I got depressed after my first love/breakup. It wasn't high school stuff. It was very real. Gained weight, joint pain. I'm probably depressed. Oh well. avoid insane women.
You know what I'm enjoying? I'm enjoying that you're putting these pauses in there as you're reading.
Am I not doing it correct? I don't. He says, if you fall in love with the one, you'll get effed hard. Jake says, Superfly, guilty as shit. Jakey says, horrible times. It doesn't sound like great time, Jake. It's hang in there, buddy. And then Jamie says, but he could jump off those ropes, so it's all good.
It was all about him and Roddy Piper settling their beef.
Yeah. Now, Rod, I don't mean to, I'm going to pull Redbeard real quick, but do you remember? It's like WrestleMania, fuck if I know. It had to be like 6, 7, 8. Do you remember Roddy Piper dressing up in blackface? Do you remember that?
I do not.
I don't know.
I remember a lot.
I remember
other racist stuff with wrestling.
Well, because he was going like against Bad News Brown, and he painted himself up in blackface, and I'm like, this might be the most racist thing I've ever seen, but everyone was cool with it because it was like 1988 or whatever, and I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Like WWE, where are you coming in? And everyone's like, oh, he's great. I'm like, yo, that was super racist. He's going against Bad News Brown, who is black, and then he's doing like black. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. People forget about that with Roddy though.
But people were like rooting. I think people were trying. I mean, they tried to play off of different stuff, but people were rooting against Roddy and stuff when he was doing it. So it's kind of like
he was just being the ultimate heel at that point. But it was like your heel is shit is kind of racist, Roddy. Like,
I mean, the Iron Sheik's probably a nice guy, but at that time, people didn't want to hear it.
Bullshit. He used to talk about one of the killer bees being homosexual. He doesn't say it in that way, but he's not. He's not a fan of the people who aren't straight.
Yeah,
as long as I know. And he says it in a line like some of the stuff he's like, I'm riding with I think it was Brian Blair, and he just goes off on him like, settle down, cheek.
Where's Roddy Piper?
See, there's half blackface. Like he did that, and he started talking about. I'm like, oh my god. And another racist thing is Greg the Hammer Valentine. There's a he was going against someone else, and he cut this promo that was like one of the worst racist promos I've ever seen, and it was like airing on national television, and no one said anything. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is happening right now?
Zero fucks.
Oh, it's just wrestling. No, it's not only past wrestling at this point. Like, you just can't be. Oh, it's just like a movie. I get it, but not really. Anyway,
we're at a point of no return here. Does nobody else want to see that?
It's like Greg the Hammer Valentine is totally 100% racist right now.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wait, what if aliens came down and landed on a planet and migrated and lived with us, and then years later another gold dust shows up and they're all gold dust aliens? Is that all of a sudden that's a bad thing?
Chris, you may have said the dumbest shit I've ever heard this evening in the last 7 seconds.
God damn, I don't know what's in this course.
Put the weed down, son.
Yeah, there's some marijuana in that Coors Light, baby. Jakey says, guy in blue reads with could beat.
You want to beatbox behind it too while you're reading the shit?
I'm impressed that I can read right now. Whiskey Throttle says, at Rod, he says he could put his palm of his palm on the top of your head and his fingertips would wrap around your chin, talking about Andre the Giant. That's pretty fantastic. That's I mean, you still got to find that Molson Canadian and post it here so people can see, like, do the whole screen share. Jake Jakey says he reads my material well. Well, thanks for the compliment. I try to read. I'm Polish, so it's a struggle. Whiskey Throttle says, of his hand. I think he's talking about still Andre the Giant. Foamy Head says he's still having Buff Brew, but switch to more Cowbell double IPA.
Oh, I heard about more Cowbell.
Yeah. Baby, there picture of Christopher Walken on there, baby, because if not, that's what it should be.
You didn't like my walking it out joke today on Facebook?
Yo, I liked it. Jakey says, double bad times. He says, a recruiter is telling me to lie, though. Fun. I'm going to skydiving next week. Should be fun. Skydiving is a good time. Here's the key. Make sure that, like, the parachute works. That's the key thing, because it's a lot of fun if it works. If it doesn't, not as much fun.
Wow.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the Andre the Giant hand.
That's just crazy.
Nice.
That's an actual can. That's not a kitty can.
That's like here's like a fucking regular 12-ounce can, and like no, that's like still 2/3, and he's just like, yeah, it's cool. No big deal, boys. That's crazy.
That just looks fucking it looks fake, but it's not. That's what's fucking scary.
You see that, and you're like, well, maybe he did drink all those beers. But that's not much for him.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're honestly telling the truth. It is. I mean, I think we all agree it's kind of tough to believe that a man could drink like 150 beers in a single night or whatever. But you know, I've seen competitive eaters eat 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Like, there's crazy shit that I don't think that's possible. That's totally possible. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't believe him.
It's like you're a machine.
Yeah. No doubt.
Gold dust aliens. That's all I gotta say.
Fucking Chris. Jakey says the first time you go, it's tandem. It only takes 25 jumps to get an A license. Skydiving is actually affordable once you get the license, but the license and the pack are both costly. It seems as though you may have done your research, Jake.
That's a tag team I forgot about. The Fabulous Freebirds.
Oh, how can you forget about Michael P.S. Hayes and the others?
Terry. Michael Hayes, Buddy Roberts, and Terry Bam Bam
Gordy. Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who I frequently see all the time when I go to the bar in one of the bars here in Niagara Falls.
Is it your right hand?
No. Anyway, he is. You guys are huge wrestling fans. This guy is the biggest wrestling fan I've ever seen in my life. Where one night we asked him from WrestleMania 1 all the way to whatever WrestleMania it is up to now. He knows who fought, who won every single match in every single one. So I want to bring him on to the tent, and we're going to do a little trivia night where the audience and the viewers can ask him any question. And if you stump him, he'll buy you a beer. He'll send a beer out to you. He likes that challenge.
How does he send this beer out to us? Because
we'll get the information later, and I'll write it down.
But also, when you said he knows who fought, he realizes they didn't really fight, and then on top of that, he says he knows who won. You know, there's really no winners.
No, I understand that. Yeah. But
look how big he is.
The details on every single match. What's going on?
That's impressive. Earth says, imagine Andre trying to turn a lamp on with the little chain switch. Look
how big he is.
Playing around.
That's Andre with Jenny.
His head looks ginormous.
For anybody out there who has never seen The Princess Bride, you need to get on it. Like,
I met her on a Sunday, but Andre took her.
That's not gender.
Jakey says all the things I like cost money: motorcycles, skydiving, flying, shooting.
I'm not a small man. Andre's big.
The idea is to get the military to pay me to do it. Paul says Jim Cornette for the win, and then Jakey with a shout out to Rod. He says the fact that Rod J BeerVentures was able to quickly figure out what beer I meant with quote the one with the monk on it. That was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
I've had a lot of time, a lot of training, hard times learning about
years of experience.
Now, Jakey says my parents told me that movie sucks shit. Jakey, not gonna say they're wrong, but on a scale of 1 to wrong, they're probably wrong.
Well, you should just develop your own opinion on that. I think
that's right, Jakey. You could watch it for yourself, and then you tell us what you think. Paul says that movie is amazing.
Andre, for a big man, could rock the bikini briefs.
Like nobody else.
I mean, he's very unique in those briefs, but I don't know.
Although at his size, those are like jeans on everybody else.
Right, he's an incredible Hulk.
That's true.
Those are a pair of
I'm just mesmerized by the package right now. I just can't look away.
Those are dungarees.
I still remember when John Studd slam Andre. That was like a big thing.
Oh man, remember the $10,000 slam challenge or whatever it was when they had?
Yeah. And Hogan too. Hogan slammed you also, and
yeah,
we're so fucking old. We're old. It's all right. It's all right. No problem with being
Best
old.
acting job was Thunder Lips and Rocky 3.
Yeah, baby. Thunder Lips, baby.
All right, guys. As much as I hate to, I gotta go.
All right, well, you get up at
rolls
5:30.
around awful early.
All right, take it easy, Todd. It was nice talking to you, man.
See you, Todd, bud.
All right, brother.
See you guys.
Get a channel. Get a channel. Start one soon.
Don't give in to the peer pressure because it's not a great time. Trust me.
I'll do the Joe in 6 years. In 6 years.
2024. Look out for Todd's channel.
There you go. There you go.
That works.
All right. Y'all have a good
All right,
night. Talk to you later.
All right, man. You too.
Take it easy, Tom. Jesus Christmas. He says, JJ says, tonight I'm either going to watch Conan Barbarian, though I've seen it a few times, I'm in the mood, or On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
2 different movies.
The Lazenby Bond I never saw, but heard is amazing. And he asked you if you were ever in the military, Rod.
I was not in the military.
And
No military for Rod J.
I think Jake should be watching The Princess Bride tonight. Is what you.
Yeah, Jake, you should get on that Princess Bride, man. Just for Andre. Just for us, man. Just the fact that Rod J. knew Franz's Kana was the Hefeweizen that was your jam.
Jam.
My name is Antonio Montero, whatever his name was. You killed my father.
Yeah. Jake, he says, I'm convinced my ex-girlfriend had borderline personality disorder. Funny times if you want stories. I'm not saying we don't want stories. I'll tell you that much.
I got a feeling that's a lot of typing.
Sure. A lot of reading, too.
With pauses.
And with pauses. I mean, you got to pause for the effect. Someone once told me that. I don't know who that was. Whoever they are.
I think I heard on Rod's on the Beer Flow show today that you're releasing another video tomorrow or the day after, Joe. I think that's what I do believe you did say that.
The next two videos I'm releasing is fucking Rod tagged me in a
the tag. Yeah, I saw.
He didn't even do a full tag. It's like honorable mention.
I saw it.
Jerry Joe.
Technically,
yeah, motherfucker. I have one now. You suck, Rod. No, but I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do. I have a Flower Power review. I'm gonna do. Probably gonna do the same thing.
Get a beer too. I think a Flower Power.
Oh, I didn't film them yet. Probably. I was gonna do them tonight, but I'm not sober. I don't know if that's gonna make it better or not. We might try.
Pretty sober now, though.
I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah.
What shift are you on right now, Joe? Are you on the Fs?
On the what?
Afternoon shift? You just get home later?
No, I'm not. No. I'm today. I was no. This week's days. I went today. I went to a beer share. Hence the.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah,
how many people?
I just went to a local bottle, Brewed and Bottle, which I told you about before. On Wednesdays, they typically do their bottle share. It's usually like 6 to 8 people, but they pushed it back to Thursday because the owner and his wife went to the Sabres game yesterday for Fan Pre. I was like, that's on you guys. But they went there, and then today they did it. So I think it was 7 or 8 of us. Can't remember exactly. I think it was.
Which Brewed and Bottle? The one by Lewiston?
Yeah, the one Lewiston.
Shit.
And like,
I got Thursdays off. Fuck. Oh no, I don't. I can come over after though. After work. What time does it start? What time?
6.
Oh no. Okay. Two.
We usually do them Wednesdays. Usually.
Oh, okay, good. Mm-hmm. I see.
No, I see. You're off Mondays and Tuesdays, though, right? Or Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But then there's a beer analysis show.
No one really cares about that. Let's just be honest. Sorry, Nick, if you're watching, wish you're not, but no one cares.
Move the beer analysis to Tuesday nights?
Yeah, like next week is fucking Molson Canadian. I don't want to purchase it or even look at it.
I laugh as I drink my Coors Light. It's funny.
Yeah, but Molson Canadian is worse than Coors Light. Let's be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. There is
Stop it.
Jake says,
episode 1.
Episode 1. If a girl says, and I quote, my mother left me in a Russian psyche ward when she was on a Christian pilgrim because I thought the devil was talking to me and I stopped eating, unquote. This is a red flag. She actually told me that. but it was after I fell for her. She was beautiful. Borderline types are very good at seduction. Whole thing was painful. And all of this actually happened. Did obsession with beer and microbrews and all that start recently, or is this a thing that's been around for a while? Now you're jumping to different areas, Jake. Like I can't even comprehend and take in what you just said. The obsession with beer and microbrews has been really popular over like the last 5 years, really, since about 2013, 14.
This is 18 now? Maybe a little longer.
Yeah. I mean, when I got into it is 9 years ago, 2009, and back then it was starting to slightly get popular, but I didn't personally really see the boom until about 2012, 13, when people started doing crazy stuff like waiting in line and all these different crazy styles and stuff came into the forefront. So,
well, I'm an adolescent tuber.
You baby palate
from baby palate to juvenile to adolescent. Eventually, I get there. I've been doing it for 2 years, just over 2 years now.
Baby, he have a toddler palate.
What the hell did Conor McGregor do, by the way? Because I keep seeing.
Apparently, he took something and threw it through a glass window and it like cut a bunch of people up or something that were supposed to fight. I don't know. There's like 3 UFC fights canceled because he acted like a crazy.
Well, he's in custody now with NYPD.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Paul says Mike Brew has been here the last 6 years. Hot and bitches have always been crazy. It's true. And then Jake Jakey says, does consumer culture try and shove this down people's throats? So you'll get the occasional like beer snob or like somebody who thinks what they're drinking is better than you, therefore they're a better person, and what you are drinking is shit, what they're drinking is not shit. But you'll find a lot of people who say drink what you drink. I'll never talk down to someone because they're drinking a macro. Personally speaking, I'll never talk down to someone because they're drinking a macro beer or whatever. I look at it as craft beer is no different than what you like in your everyday, everyday life, whether it's food or clothes or whatever. And drink what you like, eat what you like, wear what you like, whatever. All within reason, aka not illegal stuff. Yeah, I mean. It's to sit here and somebody sitting here talking shit about someone drinking a Coors Light, for example. Chris is drinking Coors Light. It's no different than if someone came out and if you're eating a Big Mac, calling you a piece of shit because you're supporting McDonald's, which is macro food and a big company, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, drink what you like, eat what you like, do whatever you like. And if someone wants to make fun of you or talk down to you because of it, that's on them.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Jake Jakey says Roger BeerVentures actually seems like he really knows and enjoys beer and stuff. I respect him for some reason. He doesn't know the reason, but he respects you.
I'm surprised I'm respected somewhere. That's awesome.
I'm starting my can collection behind me, like Joe.
Well, I mean, do you have the fucking rainbow? Because if you don't have the rainbow, then that's on you. Paul says
rainbow.
Most craft. Yo, that's my theme song. Also, most craft was never really mass market publicized. Paul says good beer doesn't need advertisement, I think he meant to say, but I get you saying, Paul. Jay Jakey says her parents were divorced. Of course, he harkens back to the crazy ex that he had. Paul says Chris gave up God will to live tonight. Hope we gets it back after the beer is done. I don't know if that's correct English, but I get what you're saying, and he's not going to get any respect or anything or any kind of will to live or anything when he's done with Coors Light. He says, you all know as much as me, which is nothing, and I respect none of you. Haha. That's fair. Jake stays with, she also, quote, meowed as a tick. She also told me she, and I quote, lit her arm on fire once.
That's kind of crazy.
I think he was trying to prepare. Jake, you're trying to prepare us for it, and I'm not sure we're ready for it. Honestly, that's a lot of crazy shit. She also mentioned that she tried heroin with her friends. Again, her father is a neurologist.
Well, you see, the meowing is a tick thing. That's Super Troopers, I believe.
Yeah. Right, meow?
Yeah.
Paul says I can't type tonight.
In college, I mean, she's experimenting.
Paul, can you type any night really though? Like, I don't think you can.
But so we got crazy shit that happens in America. But up in Canada, apparently, they got MFers setting off IEDs.
Yeah, you don't let those Canadian fucks fool you. Like Chris comes on here, oh hey buddy, how you doing? What you all doing about? And
I'm not your buddy guy.
Yeah, I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, friend. And these guys are fucking crazy.
Oh, suspect in custody after device detonates at Sam's Clubs. It's an IE. It's like you try to detonate an IED at Sam's Club.
At Sam's Club? Oh, you're picking.
Everything happens at Walmart or a Sam's Club. It's something with the Walmart family that pulls people out.
Pretty much because Walmart and Sam's Club has pretty much dominated everyone. And like a lot of small towns, that's all that's left is Walmart and Sam's Clubs. At this point.
Yeah. Oh, so she wasn't in college. Her mom was a professor there.
Yeah. And also he says she was extremely sexual and attractive. I was a virgin. I didn't know she was crazy until I fell for her.
Yeah, that explains the hardship right now. You were a virgin.
Jake, now I'm just pointing this out, Jake, for your own benefit. All these chats are now saved. I don't know if that matters to you, but like people can come back and see these. Not that I'm saying what you're saying is anything wrong or whatever. I'm just saying, just so you know, in case you're opening up too much, I don't want to.
And Paul's going right there. Paul's pretty much, yep, seems about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says he doesn't care. All right, Jake, that's fair. I just thought I pointed out as a good person. I'm actually a piece of shit, but I thought just like in my duty.
But you're in goddamn high definition right now.
Oh, am I? I'm not high def, boys.
I don't like it. Your lights are set up right now. That's why.
Oh,
how's your face burning right now? Is it hot in there?
I'm sweating bullets, baby. No, it's not actually that hot at all because I actually have them at a distance.
That looks good.
Jake Jakey says, Jake Jakey is not my full, real, legal name in real life. Now, Jake, I didn't want to say anything, but if Jake Jakey's your real name, I can't say anything.
My legal name is on the 10th.
Yeah. Paul with hashtag meow mix.
An Imperial peanut butter porter sounds really good.
How was that banana and chocolate thingy-majigger with the 7s?
It's good enough. I need to go get another one. I'm like, do I want another one? I do gotta go to sleep at some point.
Sleep is overrated. Sleep is for the dead. It's the cousin of death.
Overrated. But I have to go to work. I would have to sleep. I just go keep going.
True. I've been watching the Unsolved on USA. They're
Unsolved Mysteries of Robert Stack.
No, you say that every time, but with Tupac and Biggie. Come on now. It's pretty good. Kind of goes in the whole.
I've seen that. I've seen the commercials for it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It goes into the whole like investigation into everything. It's pretty solid.
I think Netflix is releasing something on Dr. Dre and his whole story with Death Row. Is it Death Row? Oh, wait,
Death Row Records. Night.
There was a like a Jesus Christ, a 5 or 6 part series on BT with the whole Death Row Chronicles. It called. It was really good. I watched that.
Was that the one where it had with Eminem and all that stuff in there?
No, you're talking about the HBO one, which is
what's that one called?
We watched that one. What was that called, Rod?
The
Defiant ones.
Defiant ones, yeah.
That was really good.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't watch it. I had it recorded, and then I got rid of satellite for another provider, and I didn't watch it before my DVR was taken. So
you gotta watch it.
I got HBO on demand. So I just gotta watch.
Oh yeah, you should watch it. That's good.
It's called the Defiant.
The Defiant ones with an S, not a Z.
Not a 1Z.
Paul says sleep is like the death without the commitment.
Feels like that should be in a fortune cookie.
Unbelievable. As Bill Walton used to say, I could smell colors. He was probably hammered half the time too.
Well,
indeed. Let's see. What's Jake and Jake? What's going on?
What's going on, bro? Bra Man. Remember Bra Man? You remember Bra Man?
Who's Bra Man?
From Martin Lawrence.
Brother Man.
Brother Man. Bra Man. It was Bra Man.
You never said Bra. It was Brother Man.
I'm close. Let the white man get away with it, Rod. I was within the realm of whatever. It was awesome. Remember, he come over and be like, "Brother man," he's like, "Brother man, hungry. I need a sandwich." It was so good, so good. They said they're gonna bring that back. I don't know how that's gonna go, but with Tommy's dead,
KBS.
Well, yeah. I paid $22.99 for my 4-pack. Paul, did you get any KBS this year? I'd imagine you have like 8 cases of it. Jake, that's shitty, man. That seems like a crazy situation. She seems to be a bit much in general. In general, that is. I don't.
KBS released that pork meat barbecue here. So
God damn it. Fucking your lift over there. Your lift, Chris. Not your elevator, but your lift is going.
I didn't even hear his elevator.
Oh, I totally just heard it.
And that fucking mic isn't even pointing at that wall. I'm sitting on the couch right now. It's just fucking so.
Does it bother you when you try to sleep or anything?
No, not at all. No, it's pretty soothing. There it goes.
Yeah, they went right there. Jake Shaky says, I actually dealt with an evil person, LOL. Yeah, that sounds not something I want to do, but yeah, no, a lot of stuff you're saying here sounds a bit much. Like I said, it's just crazy, over the top. Like, if that stuff's actually happening, I don't even. I can see that for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Chris, have you ever talked to the manager since like weeks ago about that elevator?
I mention it every time I see them fucking fix the elevator.
They just smile at you like, oh, totally, it's not going to crash at any point.
I think I might have to take some stuff in my own hands soon. I keep saying that, but
yeah.
I don't need an eviction letter on my fucking.
That's true. Earth says the quote lift is diabolical.
It is.
So Jake laughed, and then Whiskey Throttle. This is directly at you, Rod. So I won't answer because he wants to talk. He says, "What is going on?"
I'm just scrolling right now, listening, chiming in.
He's rolling down the street, smoking endo.
This is the guy made a commercial for Costco beer. It's a video.
So you did a tag. You're doing a tag video. And what else are you doing, Joe? Next, you saying you're doing a couple. So
going to sleep. That's what I'm doing next. I'm just doing a review and then a tag video.
Give us a hint on what the beer is.
Oh, it's a shelf turd. No big deal.
Okay. So perfect 88.
Yo, probably not, because I rate on a 5 scale. There's no 100-point scale. But if it
perfect 4.4,
I'd give it a solid 80 out of 100.
Firestone 2018 vintage Imperial Stout.
What is it?
I think it just came out. Firestone, the 2018 Parabola.
Oh yeah, Parabola's where it's at. They did a coconut variant of it, coconut rye. Yeah. Those motherfuckers. Whiskey Throttle says at Rajay, so mellow.
Just laying back, son.
And they says, when do the wheels fall off? Long ago. I think we've recovered into like a.
What happens like when red beer's on here?
When red beer's on here and/or drunken one, things happen.
It's a mellow
very
night.
Quick. A lot of things happening.
Well.
Jake says, okay, I'll talk about other things like joint pain. I don't mean to laugh, Jake, because if you're joint pain, that sucks. But like you did a 180 real quick.
What whiskey are you drinking? Whiskey Throttle?
I'll be back in a couple minutes.
I need to do some more whiskey stuff. I haven't had a whiskey in a while, actually.
Oh, I fucking just made it to the fucking mute button before I sneezed there. Oh, yeah, loud. So what's going on with you, Rod? What's happening in the area where you're living right now? Anything coming up? Any festivals? Nothing?
No, we got more beer releases this weekend, which is like a common thing that we go through now. It's like one of our places has a beer release on Saturday. Let me see what beer it was they were releasing. I put up my Facebook page.
Well, while you're looking for that, answer this question. Besides Fortnite, what else you playing? Anything?
I was playing Fortnite, and I still play Call of Duty, World War II, and Pikesville, 55%. Nice. The night whiskey. Thanks for joining in for a little bit. I screw around with Watch Dogs too. Play that a little bit.
You know what? Fuck. You know what? I was playing Watch Dogs 1 for years when it first came out. I liked it, but then I stopped playing it, and I don't want to just start playing Watch Dogs 2. I kind of want to go back and finish Watch Dogs 1, and then that's just a lot of gaming because it's open world too. It's like, where'd it go?
Yeah, I like a lot of the open format of the game. Just like Far Cry, you can go anywhere for the most part, but it's multiplayer online. But isn't Far Cry multiplayer at some point too?
Oh yeah, it's Far Cry.
I haven't done that yet.
When you get Far Cry, you're going to notice that not only is the single player campaign awesome, but you can do the single player campaign in co-op as well. And there's an arcade mode where people can make their own maps and different.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So the infinite possibilities of that game make it like, you know, you can keep it. I played one where it was like you have to bounty hunt, so you have to go find the target, kill them, and then escape or do some crazy shit, and it's pretty neat because it's people do their own thing, and I can just imagine how creative some of these people can be once it starts going crazy, and those and apparently somebody made a PUBG kind of map on Far Cry and a game mode. So if they can, I haven't seen it, but apparently that's the rumor. So if I can find it, I want to check that out and see what's going on.
That'd be something to check out. Jake said when he was younger, he was a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, which I actually do have one of the games here for Metal Gear, the Phantom Pain. I rarely play it though. But I guess I know PS3 and PS4.
Metal Gear Solid.
Good thing about PlayStation 4 or PlayStation, they give you like free games like every month.
Yeah.
So I got stuff saved on the hard drive you have to pay for.
Yeah, me too. Xbox does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I just what the fuck is that game called? I think it was called Red Hot. I think it's called. You ever seen that one where it's a first person shooter, but time only moves when you move.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to take people out, and it's really like, you know, 8-bit looking first person shooter, but it's pretty fucking cool once you get going.
Yeah, I got more games I got time for. I got a WWE 18 and
you have it, eh?
Wolfenstein and Adjusted. I got a ton of Battlefront. Just don't have time to play them all, really, but it's kind of whenever the mood kind of hits.
You got to play the Battlefront 2 story. It's fucking dynamite.
Yeah.
It's really well done. And it just looks gorgeous, too, when you're playing it. It's just like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably play a little bit more for next few weeks. I'm actually going to I got so frustrated with that YouTube channel. It wasn't doing what I really wanted to do, so I got rid of it anyway, which, you know, but I'm just going to be gaming on Twitch from now on.
Really? You're going to do that, too?
Yeah, I already had a channel on there, and I was going back and forth, but I do like with Twitch having it on there. More people seem to tune in. You get more subscribers, and more people seem pretty much around that station.
Well, it's because gamers that are actually interested in that game. It's not necessarily, you know, your buddies and stuff like that trying to watch your stuff and support you. Like Twitch is strictly, if you're gaming, then the only reason they're watching your live stream or your Twitch stream on that game is because they're either following it themselves, playing it themselves, or are really interested in playing that game, so they want to see what it's about. Or if you do produce great content, then they're just going to keep coming back and watching you and all that stuff. On YouTube, it's a little bit different because it's not the same. I don't think it's really the same.
Although they do have the YouTube gaming that you can flip over to, which is actually almost like Twitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I told Redbeard this last night, but I got to look into it again. There's a program called XSplit Broadcaster. It's pretty much like OBS, but
yeah, I've got that too.
Do you have the free version or the full version?
I got the free of the XSplit Broadcaster. I got it when I got the Elgato game capture.
So XSplit is apparently XSplit. I think you can stream multiple
Yeah, you can put like your camera over there, the video game system.
No, I mean, but you can stream like to Facebook, to YouTube, and to Twitch all at the same time, I think.
Like, no, I didn't try to do that.
I think you can. I'm not 100% sure. I told Redbeard you could, but then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, well, I was with my buddy who's using XSplit for doing hockey card breaks and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know what? I was looking at him using the XSplit. I was like, okay, there's a spot where it says, start streaming on this.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I wanted him to go back in and see if he could stream it on to something else as well at the same time, but I'll have to look into it. And XSplit is cool, but the only problem is the free version only limits you to 720p unless if you go higher, then it'll put a watermark on your video as you're streaming. So if you go full version, I don't know how much. I did look at the prices. You can pay a monthly subscription for XSplit for the license. Just pretty much like Adobe CC and all that stuff, where you pay for the license and shit like that. So you can do it that way.
Hey, what's up, Swami? Swami in there. Yeah, with the PS3, I have to play it through Elgato if I want to play his older games. And that comes in. I can use the XSplit or I can use the Elgato interface. And that'll upload right to YouTube to stream it from the PS3. Obviously, the PS4, like the Xbox One, is built into it.
I stream when I stream my Far Cry 5, I do it through Elgato. So
yeah,
only because the Elgato I had it set up so well now where I just set up my camera, I just turn it on and it's like hit start streaming, so it's good to go. There's nothing really fucking around with.
Eat some of my beer cotton candy.
What the hell?
Probably upload that video here at some point too. I recorded it. I haven't uploaded it yet.
The cotton candy made with beer, really?
That's just like the flavor they add to it.
Nice. Now I have to grab a beer. Hi, Joe. Welcome back.
Yeah, hello.
There he is.
I had to go get myself a nice yogurt and just,
It's like that cotton mouth more. Get hydrated.
Balance out all that liquor that I drink.
Well, I ain't drunk.
Oh, Big Blue. That's the best part in the chat right now. Hey, Big Blue. Are you fully Polish?
I'm not fully Polish, but I am super Polish.
See the beer cotton candy?
Oh, nice. Said without blue shirt guy, the show isn't the same. First Captain Smith's like.
I was gonna say, when's your next movie coming out?
I have a movie coming out. Let's see. I guess it would be Clerks 3, maybe. I don't know.
I do enjoy Clerks, but growing up in Jersey, I that humor.
Yeah, Jakey. Actually, Big Blue prefers to be called Blueberry Man, just for your own information.
Wait, I refer to be called Blueberry Man?
Yeah. Instead of Big Blue?
I hear a lot about this pre-cooked bacon.
Yeah. Pre-cooked bacon on a scale of 1 to shit is absolute garbage. Also, Chris eats it all the time, like 4 pounds of it, so that's on him.
Swami said beer cotton candy sounds better than that.
Yeah, because it's probably real at the very least.
Healthier.
Shaky says Big Blue is the first transgender Polish. I'm not the first, not the last. Let's go with that. Malted and Montreal says Joe is between our teams for the first overall in the draft. The only thing I'm happy with is the Sabres locked up the worst team in the league, which means they get a top 4 draft pick regardless. So that's where I am as a Sabres fan. We can't even be guaranteed of like the first overall pick. So like the top 4 pick.
What's the playoffs for hockey?
Starts next Wednesday. Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about playoffs with my team. Like I don't know what you do if you like play. It's like best of 7, I think. I don't know anymore.
Hockey ball.
It's the hockey ball, and I'm not sure about the hockey ball.
The Red Wings are probably going to lose their coach this year. I think Lashlow's gone.
Red Wings.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Back in the day on NHL, when Chetis just played with the Red Wings, Steve Yzerman and Federer. That my boys in the game.
Yeah, Fedorov. Oh,
Fedorov, not better. Fedorov, yeah.
Raz124, same boat. Islander fan here. Nice, Raz. Raz, I will review Bud Light for you. Probably never, by the way. He posted a comment like 11 months ago on my channel that I didn't see because I never really checked my channel. It's like, can you review Bud Light for me? I just saw it the other day, and I'm like, I let this man down. But I'm going to continue to let him down because I'm not reviewing Bud Light. But I appreciate the comment. Also, Islander fan there. You guys think you're going to keep Tavares, Raz? Jake Jakey with a quote that says, I just want the government to pay me to jump out of planes and kill people. Okay. I mean, that would be fun.
Military or CIA.
Oh, Malta Montreal, he says, I just hope we don't lose Carlson. I did not know you were an Ottawa fan. I thought you were a Canadiens fan, so I'd like you even a bit more at that point. Like, I don't like Nick because he's a Canadiens fan, and he's a piece of trash. Jake Jakey says, is that too much to ask for? Wait, honestly here, can I get a basic rundown of what beer is? I'm not qualified and or sober enough to probably tell you what beer is. Raz says, was that you, LOL? It was me. I finally started my channel, Raz, and I can't. Like Bud Light, I mean, I maybe review it for the views probably, but I don't. It's Bud Light. We all drank it at some point.
We'll revisit it every week too.
Yeah, I was telling Rod this. I feel like I'm going to review Miller Lite, then do a revisit 2 days later, and then a revisit like maybe a week later. It's all about those YouTube views, getting that YouTube monies. Unbelievable. Jake Jakey says, and types, etc.
Yeah, there's a lot of types.
He says, seriously, I don't know what Belgian or blonde or what even means. I just know what it's like. I just know what I like now. Yeah, I mean, there is like 100+ styles at this point, Jake, and then there's a ton of sub-styles. So, I mean, Belgian beers just stand for basically Belgian styles that originated in Belgium. And wit beer is a wheat beer style that originated in Belgium. That's all that basically means. And then the other one you like, the Franziskaner, that is a German style wheat beer, which is called a Hefeweizen, similar to wheat beer, but still different, but still the same premise. It's just a wheat beer.
So, I haven't had a stone beer in a while.
Actually, no. Raz says, actually, what you haven't had what in a while?
A stone beer. I was reading Raz's comment. Yeah.
Totalitarium stout is pretty decent. Yeah, I haven't had a stone beer in a while. I mean, is that the replacement for IRS, Raz, the Imperial Russian Stout, or is that like just a hop forward version of it?
And then Jake said, if I want a beer that tastes like the monk one, what should I say to the beer, bartender? Just tell me when a Hefeweizen.
No, that's all.
Hefeweizen style beer.
And if you want a German style or Belgian style wheat beer, you just say Witbier. It's Witbier, Witbier.
I don't go to bars.
Jake says, believe it or not, I've been to a bar maybe 5 times. Okay.
That's because you're like 21 now.
Yeah, it's true. How old are you, Jake? If you're in college, you 21, 22? What's up?
I'm drinking a total juice bomb.
You know, was that maybe with the mimosa fruit there?
No, this is totally just orange juice.
No mimosa fruit.
The best juice.
Some heavy pulp in it.
If I would have had some beer, it would have been a Snoop Dogg.
What's happening? I popped out the chat just to pop out the chat, but it doesn't tell me how many people are watching. I'll have to go to the. We have 9 people watching. That's mostly on them, but that's still impressive.
This is like the smoothest and slowest chat ever. Is the best.
Baby, with the Malton says I'm fucking 40 next week. It happens, Malton. Like it happens. You just gotta embrace the 40s. It's just a number. Raz says OJ and vodka. No, that's about Chris. He's so Polish and also a piece of shit that he's just drinking straight OJ. Like it's too late for the vodka part.
He's an OG drinking OJ.
he's an OG, baby.
I'm just getting a little bit of my vitamin C right now before heading off to bed.
Kind of like Ice Cube. Ice Tea.
Like wake
I
up
believe I have
tomorrow,
a shirt that can help you out there, Chris.
so I can get up and enjoy the nice winter weather in April 6th.
Yeah, people with the like thick feet of snow on the ground.
Yes. So I need all my vitamin C so I can fight off all the sickness.
Jake Jakey says, I'm in my early 20s. I'm over 21. I just don't drink much. Bars aren't my thing. Bars aren't my thing either.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at home.
Loud and noisy after a point. It's just like
honestly, doing something like this is better than a bar. Like we're still in the bar, like kind of atmosphere. But yeah, we're it's
that's
much
why
better.
sometimes I just go to a brewery because you can kind of kick back like the brewery.
Breweries are much better if you want a better experience.
There's only less vaginas here.
It's usually how that works. At the bar, there's more vaginas that you aren't getting, but they're there. So
yeah, exactly.
Unattainable vaginas. Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more Samuel Adams New England IPA pitchers showing up.
Yeah, dude, I have one right now in my fridge. That's on me.
But you did take it. I thought you were going to get it.
No, I did. The way I looked at it was like $2 a can, and I was like, I don't want to pay money for it. So if I was Raji, I'd probably get it for free, but I'm not. So I figured I'd just buy the single can of the 4-pack. And yeah, I'm probably going to drink. I don't think I'm going to review it because it doesn't need a review. It's Sam Adams.
You get it for the
I think you should just review everything you can because your channel's just going to fucking blow up anyway, Joe. Just do it.
I'm gonna need you to settle down, Chris.
Do it. No.
I feel like you need
I'm the second super fan, okay?
Okay, yeah, Greg is a little bit creepy at this point. Also, he does a terrible impression of me. That doesn't even sound like me. Like if he sounded like yeah, like Greg, you're just you loud. Like I don't stop. He's terrible.
Terrible.
Malted Montreal says I only go to bars for the free pills to find on the floor.
Oh, got new Donato's on April 10th.
What's on April 10th?
A new pizza place opening up next to our house.
You go get a pizza and then you watch the Giant documentary.
They're supposed to send me a thing for when I get a free pizza over
there. Mm-hmm. Raz124 says reviews on YouTube saying New Belgium Hazy IPA is very good. You watching Darrigan, Raz?
New Belgium Hazy IPA is definitely better than Sierra. It's not bad.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've heard a lot of variation on the batches, though, from what I heard, but I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, I think your opinion is spot on, Rod, about the Sierra Nevada one. People not really digging.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm thinking about doing the Samuel Adams, just because it's kind of like the third one out there now after Sierra Nevada and after New Belgium.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see the big guys brewing doing a style IPA, and it's good. Fucking Jake Jakey. Big Blue is like the type of guy I feel good about defending. The nice American guy seems cool. Well, thank you, Jake Jakey.
Except for he's a Sabres fan.
Yeah, I'm a Sabres fan, and I look like Kevin Smith, but you can defend me. I appreciate it.
He's a new defender in the new Defenders series. Big Blue.
Big Blue, is that my new nickname now? Big Blue? I'm scared.
Hashtag Big Blue.
He's gonna be your J to your silent Bob.
Yeah, hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to another review on the beer tube on the Beer Patrol. I'm Big Blue. That's what we're start with. Me. Malta Montreal says Buffalo is pretty much Canada. I mean, we're close enough.
Yeah, you're down the street. You're over the river.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part Canadian. I just don't say a boot and buddy enough. I feel like I need to pick up on the buddy a little bit.
You say A enough?
I do not. I don't ever say A, but I feel like I should. That's the thing, though. That's like one of the most overplayed words that I don't know. People think define Canadians as A. Now, I shit you not. There's been times I've been like lying at a grocery store or whatever, and just you chat someone up, and all of a sudden you realize they're Canadian because seriously, after every sentence they say A, even though it's not like a question. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, today's a great day. A? I'm like, what? Yes. I'm buying some of this. A?
You just made it into a question when you said it like that.
Yeah, I'm like, you just make statements or do you ask questions? Like, I'm confused right now. But that's few and far between. Most of the time, they really don't have the crazy, accentuated vocabulary that, say, South Park makes it out to be.
And I'll tell you, if we had a taps that never staps, then I would be talking like Joe all the time.
I'm pretty sure I don't say there's a tops that never staps. I mean, I can, but I won't.
Staps.
Why do like some Americans that end like every sentence in when they're talking? They're talking. They'll say something.
Hurt in a car.
Call William McTire. 444 44. Excuse me. What was that number again? Raz, Jake says Big Blue for your information. That term is from the Michigan Wolverines, sadly. Yeah, Eric was here. He would probably comment. But his team lost the national championship, so who cares? Sorry, Eric, if you watch this. I feel bad.
First, you're last.
Yeah, Raz says, hopefully my Jets don't screw up in the draft. Talking about the NFL, they probably will. What's that, Ron?
If you're not first, you're last. I live my whole life by those words.
That's right. Jake says, I'm not going to call you Blueberry something, so makes sense. Canadians need to be deported. They shouldn't be allowed over, period. Can't stand the beady eyes, flappy jaws, square tires. Malted and much else. We don't say A in Quebec. We say Sacre Bleu. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm ignorant. It's all right. I'm American. We're allowed to
Sacred Blue, maybe? I don't know.
Sacre Bleu. Jake says, I don't trust them in reference to Canadians. I say like too much, and I'm a philosophy minor, so I sound like a stupid fuck when debating sometimes. Like, would you just stop it, please? Yeah. I realized I said quite a few times in my first review on YouTube, so I'm there with you, Jake. A lot of likes going on, but not like the likes. See, not like the likes.
Are you writing anything down before you do any reviews, or are you just winging it?
I just wing it. I don't know what I'm doing.
On the seat of his pants.
Like the Anchor Porter, I remember the malts off the top of the dome, and I'm like, what is it? It's chocolate and other malts that make the beer. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, see. No way, kiddo.
Second is the first loser.
I just go walking into work one day and start talking like a 1920s gangster. No way, man.
Yeah, see, what do you want to
do? You're crazy, man.
Yeah, sure.
You wouldn't better. You're conspiring against me. Yeah.
So I told him blam. That's what I did. Blam.
Yeah, I said blam.
Dude, that maroon out of there.
You're a great kid, Rod. Jake says, is that a vape? Chris?
It sure is a vape. Yep, it's a vape.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a cigarette in 8 months.
Good for you, Chris.
9 months, maybe.
Now it's good stuff.
8 months. Yep. I went that route. I'm still a fiend for the nicotine.
Are you saying route, or do you mean root, or is it a combination of both?
Or is it a route?
I don't know,
okay. Tell you what it is. Tell you what it is. It's a nice cold yogurt.
Have you seen a commercial with almond and almond?
Oh my god.
Have you seen that commercial? The guy driving the car.
No. Who the hell says almond? I just want to punch that person.
Hey, A-Rod.
They're on the car talking. He's like, it has almond. And the guy's like, not what it says. He's like, it's almond. That's what I said, almond. He got dives out of the car and lets the car crash.
I would too. That's terrible. That's worse than pecan and pecan. I would want to fight that person at that point.
So they go find that thing.
Tomato, patrician, whatever.
Malta Montreal says it's a douche flute. LOL. Jake says I was educated in Orthodox yeshiva. It was horrible. I don't know why people are watching. It's unfortunate for everyone involved. We still rocking. What are we rocking? We're up to 10 now. We're up to 10 people watching this travesty.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I apologize in advance for whatever you guys thought you were going to see, but it's Big Blue, fucking the Vapor, and Rod, and things are happening. None of it's positive, but it's happening anyway. Somehow it's 1 a.m. The Vapor. Dark Vapor. Joe.
Joe, can you make some sounds as a Big Blue guy? Come on, just what would a Big Blue guy do as a sound effect?
Well, a big blue guy would be like, let me have your cookies, right? Like Cookie Monster, right? Big blue guy. I don't know who else would be a big blue guy. Jakey says, Big Blue, and in parentheses, Barry. Do you rub weird hipster oils into your beard and on your face? You seem like the type.
I should show a picture of what your beard used to look like.
Let's not. I had a big beard, but I didn't rub oils into it.
Here's the commercial. Let's see here.
Malta Montreal says he's here till the cocaine wears off. It'll be a while. Not that I know.
Oh my god.
What is this? What?
You ever had a Snickers almond? I love almonds. You like almonds?
I like almonds.
Yeah, everybody loves almonds. Everything's almond now. You know what I love most about almonds? Everything about almonds. My girlfriend's got almond hand soap.
It's almonds.
It's almonds.
He says almond, get some help. Get some help. Oh,
that's
good. Classic. That is funny.
I never saw that. That's pretty fucking good. Have you guys ever tried Snickers almond? Have you guys?
Nope. I will now. I'm gonna call it almond all the time.
Almond.
He says almond, get some help at the end. That is cool.
Get some help.
That's pretty good.
That's actually quite funny.
It is actually. It's much better than I anticipated, and I didn't anticipate a whole lot. Honestly, not because I thought it was gonna be bad. I'm like, oh, it's just whatever. Snickers commercial. Good.
I think everybody's at some point where there was someone that said something the wrong way, and it's like you want to slap the shit out of them. Kind of resonate. Oh, it's hilarious. Good stuff. That's the other thing. I got Into
Almonds
the
or Omens.
A couple weeks. That's another show I can't watch.
What show is that?
Into the Badlands.
I never. You know what? I didn't even. I tried to watch the very first episode of the first season, and I couldn't get past the first fucking.
Oh, it's not like it. It's got some nice.
Hang on. I don't want to interrupt you guys, but Jakey's taking off. So
hey, thanks for
you stopping by.
Thanks for the sub, and
even though you were very trollish to begin with, I'm glad that you kind of, enjoyed chatting back and forth. So
coming from Big Blue,
come from Big Blueberry, apparently. Parentheses, Barry. Take it easy, man. Raz says tomato or tomato.
Yeah, right.
Potato,
potato.
I still get fired up when people don't know the difference between "you're" and "you are." Like,
oh, it's so
the wrong "you're." What are you doing?
I did a little bit of a troll, although Red Beer, I put what the hell did I do? He was in his he was streaming Far Cry 5, and I put there instead of they are on purpose. THEIR instead of THEY''RE. And he's like, Joe, you're better than that. I'm like, no. Oh, Lee Russ says, is this bullshit still happening? Lee, I don't know bullshit, but yes, it's happening, brother, man.
Yeah, it is pretty close. I need to shut it down so I can go to sleep here. But it's
10 viewers.
The numbers keep going up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's 75 people watching. Why? Why?
We need to have a night owl show to catch everybody.
I guess so.
Joe's hammered, by the way.
I was. Totally was.
A little hammered earlier. It was funny.
I showed up and I'm just like, please form coherent sentences. Please. Just like, that's all I want to do. I struggled.
You almost gave a run for Eric's drunk PSA last week.
No, I can't. I can't match that. It's terrible.
That was classic.
You didn't even want to read the stuff on Oscar Blues.
No, I'm honestly, I don't know if I could have. Well, anyway, probably not. I would have been mispronouncing and stumbling and doing a lot of
Foamy
things.
Head back getting after it again. He's having Cowboys from Kellis.
Yeah, he's yeah. It's like quite a few Hellas.
Oh, Hellas. Wait a minute, from Hellas, or is it a Hellas from Cowboys?
Wait, Hellas from Cowboys? Foamy? Now, how many have you had, Foamy Head? Why do you call Foam Head? I forgot the why.
Come on, Big Blue. Get your shit together.
No, I'm bearing it out over here, boys. Multimacho says you guys have to watch the new Tracy Morgan show. I haven't.
Oh, I do want to see that. That's another show. The Last OG.
Oh, yes. Lee said Pantera beer. Oh, it's on TBS.
Yeah, The Last OG.
Oh. What is it about?
He gets out of prison in Brooklyn or whatever, trying to rebuild his life and get back with his old girlfriend and dealing with the whole how Brooklyn is now, I think.
Gotcha. Does he have $90 million from Walmart to help him?
No. He's getting a lot of time on different things, doing different stuff, though. March Madness paid him. He was on all the basketball commercials.
I saw a recent interview with him that's like, he's like, I never have to worry about my money ever again. I'm like,
yeah.
Cowboys from Hellas. What does that mean, Foamy? Is that like Hellas? Is that the name of the beer? Cowboys from Hellas? Yeah, is that from a certain brewery? Is the brewery name Hellas? I'm confused. I mean, I'm confused in general.
Oh, okay. Cowboys from Hellas is the name of the beer. It's from Independence Brewing Company.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'd imagine it's a Hellas style lager.
And it is a Hellas lager out of Austin, Texas.
You're so smart.
It's Foamy. Are you from Texas? So you've been drinking a lot of Austin, Texas beers tonight. At least 2. That's a lot for me, but that's at least 2. I'd imagine he's somewhere in Texas.
Well, while you guys are waiting for that answer, I'm going to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I do have to work in the morning.
Oh, you're special? Is that what you're saying? You're special?
Well, I'm not done. Joe, you working tomorrow morning?
What do you think, buddy? Yeah, I said buddy like a Canadian. What do you think, buddy?
I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, but we'll have to start running some live streams on Joe's channel.
We're going to settle down. We're going to bring it back a level, maybe. A down level.
He's going to pick a day.
Everybody wants to be in the beer patrol.
I was going to pick Friday, but then I realized Lance has it under control, so I didn't want to overstep my boundaries. You know
Friday nights.
Yeah.
Is Lance back to Friday?
Lance said he was going to. Well, he said he was going to rip out my heart and eat it, and I don't want to see that from Lance.
Still cage match, baby.
Yeah. Oh, baby doll.
I'll see you at Starcade.
Well, thanks to everybody in the chat. Jakey, Montreal, Lee, Foamy Head. Who the
That's probably true, Lee. Probably nothing under control.
No, he probably doesn't. Paul, obviously, from earlier. Whiskey Throttle. Earth. Raz124. He's... Thanks to all of them for watching this show that is... It's a show.
I know what it is. Hopefully everybody checked out everybody else's channel. Maybe if you like, you subscribe to them as well.
Yeah, and sub for me. Not a great time.
Yeah, and of course check out on the 10th, right?
Yeah, it's not like he totally has his name of his channel on his screen, but he might.
And then check out Beer Patrol 2 L's.
That's on everyone who checks it out. Like I can't be held responsible. I'll start the channel in the first place. All right, I'm done singing. I'm sorry.
He'll be doing his tag video in between his next film that he puts out as Kevin
I'm
Smith.
actually going to record the review first, then the tag, but the tag's going up first. So.
Oh, what if you do like your video like Kevin Smith, like a Clerks or something?
I'm done with the tag, Kevin Smith.
Do it in the black and white, like Clerks.
Just leave yourself in blue.
Nah. maybe I have a quick heart attack before I actually film.
You can do the review standing in front of like a convenience store, like Jay Silent Bob.
Can I find like a stand-in actor? Jay, can I do that?
You can film it. You know what, Joe? Just film it here. I'll put you in front of the green screen, then we'll put you right in front of the quick stop. Okay?
No, I can't. I've seen what you do with the green screen. I'm not on board.
Come on.
All right, take it easy, Lee.
All right, thanks for everybody that tuned in, and we'll catch up with you next week, if not before.
Maybe I'll actually read the brewery stuff at some point.
Maybe. Cheers,
everybody. What are you doing next week?